Hey, Orrin Ross, your favorite estate planning attorney again today. And today I'm going to talk about a common misconception in estate planning. A lot of people think that you have to be wealthy in order to have a living trust. Now, we do set up living trusts for people who are looking to avoid estate taxes sometimes, but that's a different kind of trust. The main type of trust we set up for people is a basic revocable living trust that prevents your assets from going through probate when you pass away and then when your spouse passes away. So estate taxes don't really come into play for a lot of people anymore because the estate tax exemption starts at $11.58 million for a single person and then $23.16 million for a married couple. So most people are never going to be anywhere near that estate tax limit, so they don't really have to worry about paying estate taxes. Now, the estate tax exemption used to be a lot lower. So in 1997, it was $600,000. And so in 1997, they started increasing it gradually, and now we got up to 11.58 million. And then about 10 years ago, they allowed you to share your exemption with your spouse. So if your spouse passed away and they had some unused part of that exemption, then the surviving spouse could use it. So that's where we get the 23.16 million from. But most people that we set up trusts for are just regular people who are looking to protect their assets when they pass away. Maybe they want to avoid probate, or they want to keep their kids from fighting, or they want to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible with as few costs as possible. But whatever the reason, we set up a lot of these basic revocable living trusts. Now, a lot of people set up these credit shelter trusts called AB trust, bypass trust. There's a lot of different names, but a lot of people had those trusts set up back when the estate tax exemption was a lot lower, around $600,000. But now you don't really need that kind of trust if you're under 23.16 million for a married couple. A lot of people have those though, and they don't realize that they do. And that kind of trust creates a lot of issues when someone passes away now, because we have to split that one trust into two trusts. So we have an A trust and we have a B trust. And so we have to get a lawyer and usually an accountant to split everything out into that B trust, and then you have to file accountings every year. You have to file taxes for that trust every year. And the spouse usually has very limited access to those assets, because in order for it to skip over the estate of the spouse, they can't really have any access to it. So usually what happens is they're given income off the assets that are in that trust, but they can't actually touch the principal. So it's really limiting for that surviving spouse, and it's really not necessary for the vast majority of people anymore. So I have a lot of clients who come in with an AB trust, a bypass trust, and they want to simplify things when they pass away. So what we do for those people is we do something called a restatement. So we keep the name of that trust so that they don't have to retitle their house, they don't have to go get new bank accounts. But what we're doing is keeping the name, but changing all the rules that apply. So we're kicking out that AB bypass language. We're making it as simple as we can for that surviving spouse. So when that first spouse passes away, then the surviving spouse just keeps on going. They don't have to go retitle things. There's no probate, no need to hire a lawyer. And then when that surviving spouse passes away, everything can be split up among your family as soon as we can do it. So it's really not that hard to avoid estate taxes anymore. You have to have a pretty good amount of money to require estate tax exemption work, but a lot of people still want to have a living trust in order to completely avoid probate when they pass away and avoid all of the issues and delays and hassles and costs that can come with a probate when we have to go through one. So if you have a credit shelter trust, or you just want to learn a little bit more about living trusts, please give our office a call. Our phone number is 678-250-4281. We'll give you a free consultation. If you have an AB trust, I'll look it over. Or if you're not sure, I'll look it over, and we'll see what we can do for you.